Tim Hutchings. I live here in the Sugar Land, Missouri City area, and today I'm showing off my Lego Avengers tower. Um, this is a fully modular, playable set that I started out with. I think 2015 there was that little set that came out that was like this much of it. And so I had built an original, I built this base and a tower about this tall using that set because, you know, Avengers tower, you got to have, it's got to be a tower. And then last year when I was moving, the base got destroyed. And so in the interim, this set had come out with that A, and I really loved that A. So when I had to rebuild everything, I liked the new color scheme and everything. And so what I find, or I think is kind of unique about it after seeing a lot of what other people are doing, is I've made it, number one, modular, which I'll show you all the different floors here in a minute. And every level has a lot of people and activities and stuff going on, whereas a lot of the people, they've just built a tower and made it big and that kind of thing. So with that, I'll kind of show you. So the original set, the way they did it, it opened in half, and then you had all the different, you know, able to play and stuff. And so a lot of the interior features, I kept the elements of the original play sets, and then I just kind of added my own little touches to them. So that's like the first level. And then in order and keep up, so I've got the old 2015 set, that was the A on the tower, and then this is the new 2021 set, I think. Then the next level, actually, here, this part comes off. And so we got Tony Stark's area with all the different suits. I know in the movie and stuff he has a very large area, but I had to kind of minimize it. I did spread it out into that little area. And I also, all the elements with the original play sets, I tried to keep them. In the 2015 set, they had this little thing where I guess they're the security Iron Man or whatever, they could come out. And then I also added to where Tony Stark, when he gets his suit on, that he can fly out of there too. And then there again, I kept some of the elements of the original play sets. So then the next level comes down, and there you have the scientists, and they're doing all their thing. Got the staff, you got the gauntlet and all that good stuff. And and this one I was trying to get smart to where even when the tower's together, little walls can come out so you can see more details, or if you wanted to move stuff around.
Yeah, you've got so many details. You capture so many different elements from the movies that people will be familiar with.
Well, and honestly, I can't take credit for quite all that because part of that was built into the play set itself too. And in order to keep that idea and theme, this level I had a lot of fun with. I kind of laughed. I didn't really think about when I started building this. Everything I did was more of a SHIELD headquarters than it was Avengers. So it's kind of, I consider it the place for the Avengers to hang out. So I think in the new one, there's a little video game area, and so I got Captain America. He's playing the video game, and the sticker that came with it is Captain America in the video game. So that was kind of fun. And then I was able, I think one of the third-party Brick Arms or what, they came out. They had these little targets. So they'll make that little mini shooting range, and I was really happy with how that kind of came out. Pretty authentic had the lanes and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of their weapons floor and training area. And then we come down to the next level, which is kind of my SHIELD headquarters. And so I've got all the computer room and all that. Colson's in here. He's eating pizza. Looks like he had a little too much pizza. And then I had my custom, and I can't ever remember her name, but from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., his right-hand person, she was the one that flew everything. Y'all remember her name?
I don't, sorry.
I can't think her name. But anyway, I made her custom. That face, I think it's a Harry Potter face, but that looks perfect for Ming-Hua. I think it's the actress's name. So I got her, and I got the two versions of Nick Fury. I got the modern Marvel version and then the classic comic book version of Nick Fury. So Coulson's getting direction from both. I'm sorry. And let's see, we got Maria Hill in here, and just general S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. And then I didn't ever want to build it big enough for the actual jump jet, so they came out with this little mini jet thing, so I just made my little landing pad big enough for it, and then it's got sliding doors in and out. I tried to throw as many details into it as I could. I spent a lot of time as far as making a supercomputer that they're all operating on, and got the clocks and then all the little S.H.I.E.L.D. emblems and stuff like that. And so then the bottom, now we're into Stark Tower, which is Tony Stark actually.
Set all these sections to the side here as it comes apart.
So now we're into Stark Industries operations. So we got all the leading people in Lego world. We got the boss man and Krusty. He's a captain of industry most people don't know about. And we got Bruce Wayne and Lex Luthor, and then some random executive lady. And
this is from the crossover episode.
Exactly. This is the crossover episode. And then I got the copy room. I'm really proud of my little copier. I've just made that up. It's a very old copier, as you can see, and very large. So it's very large. It's like the original Xerox machines. And just storeroom. They got their big screen TV. Then the last level. So we have what I ended up doing on here, we got Kenny the mail boy. He was on one of the sitcoms. They had Kenny the copy boy. Oh, it was on for Friends, and so I got Kenny the mail boy instead. And then we got the main reactor that powers everything. That's based off, Tony made that power source based off of what he did to keep himself alive. So we got that whole area. And then what I did there, so that you can see this garage part under here, this is a separate little area. Well, there we go. So then you get down in here and you can get the details of the garage and all that stuff, and you can see better the waiting room and all that kind of thing. So like I said, the thing I think about for me that was unique about my Avengers Tower is I just really put a lot of detail and a lot of, and this could be a play set. I mean, the piece count probably would be comparable to a UCS set or like the Daily Bugle kind of thing. So, not that I want Lego to take it and do anything with it, but that was kind of the thought process, because this actually is for my city at home. And so anyway, that's...
I love buildings like this, whether it's a skyscraper or an Avengers Tower building, whatever it might be, anything that has interiors and detail like that, it adds so much life to it.
Well, that's it. I mean, you gotta, not just the outside, but, make it look really cool on the inside too. And I have more fun coming up with the details, and the little backstories and that kind of stuff of who and what and why. And so, it just adds to the overall experience with it. So.
Is it difficult as you're coming up with ideas for kind of what you want to include on each floor to then fit all that in each floor? Is there a lot of experimentation there?
Yes, there was. And it was, at first I was having a hard time coming up because I ended up adding about 2 levels to it. And I never go into anything with any kind of plan. as my Western build, I just start. And so I was kind of back and forth. Actually, I spent about 2 weeks working on this thing because it just, I was trying to come up. I had an empty floor. What am I going to do? And then, like I said, I had to laugh because my Avengers Tower mainly turned into the Shield headquarters. So I started throwing all the Avengers people in, so it's just kind of the hangout now. But
yeah, it's a super impressive build, and all that detail you're able to include. Lots of great characters. So thank you. What do you have there?
and I on this one, so initially if you had it out in the open, I made this wall open up so you could see the interior of the, because I can change up things that way easier and always have a new scene going on in there and stuff like that without having to take it all apart. So I kind of learned, I saw somebody came into the Lego store one day and we got to talking. He had a castle, and that's what he did. He made all the walls open up, and I thought, that's a great idea. You know, you could get in and access everything. So I'm going to kind of implement that in everything I do now. You know, this was the start, and then like my Western builds and stuff, the buildings, I'm going to start kind of hinging them, putting walls so you can take pictures and all that kind of stuff. So
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for bringing it out to the show and taking us through it.
thank you all very much. I appreciate it.